Run it back, run it back, run it back. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I don't need to. That's a lie.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, it's McCoy. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground with McCoy. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Lucky. 57.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Let's go! Watch 84!
Brady. It's caught. This is White. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, 59.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Edelman was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from... And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Wait, set. 380. Check, 59. Let's put them on the buses. Hey, go 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Alabama.
And they will run it with Michelle. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Attack! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, baby, all day.
Mahomes will try again on second down. It's Hill, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And a first down, Chiefs.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I'm going to run you over. Yellow. 53. Exit 3. Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's off the mark, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Michel, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Mahomes now on first down.
To win any route, you've got to break.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady gives to Michelle, and he stopped immediately there. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Robinson's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the third option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. From the 25 on second down. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. 15 yards on the play, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Easy. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Now on second and 13. Mahomes going to let one fly for Robinson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devin McCourty picks it off. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And all the way down to the 37. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Brady going to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
That's right, baby. They don't want
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check three.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady will try again on second down. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
59 Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Hey, Haywood. Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Stop your whining. Hey, second.
To throw is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Check. Recall, 132 fight. Attack.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Gresham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. When I've been smashed. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig